supplements, you want to do this first with your diet, okay? I've been coaching over 15 years now, guys, and I've noticed that a lot of people who are, in very demanding careers, whether they work in tech, real estate, they own their own business, they need energy, you know what I'm saying? And so they're either chugging a lot of coffee, frappuccinos, or they're taking energy supplements, okay? And they're wondering why they're not losing weight. They're wondering why their clothes are not fitting. They're wondering why they still have brain fog throughout the day. And so if you notice that you experience any of those things, this is what you want to do first with your nutrition before you start looking at coffee and energy supplements, okay? The first thing is this. You have to realize you have to realize what the value of drinking coffee is. It's the caffeine in it, all right? That's what's giving you the energy. But what I see a lot of people doing that it's kind of like a mistake, but they're not even aware of it, is that they're dumping a lot of sugar in their coffee, or they're dumping a lot of creamers in their coffee, which one, adds a lot of calories. Two, that sugar, it actually is counterproductive towards being able to have energy, guys, okay? And so you want to do something like a black coffee, an iced coffee, a cold brew, something like that, all right, to where it's clean and lean. That way you're not worried about having brain fog or feeling tired after you just got done drinking coffee. I've had coaching clients who, they reach out to me and yeah, sure they want to lose weight, but they want to have more energy. So that way they could be productive at work, but also have the mental bandwidth and energy to when they go back home with their kids and they partner, they still have energy to enjoy time with them, with the family. And so you can't do that though if you're not focused on the value of what you're consuming. If you're not looking at it from a value standpoint, you're just looking at it from a pleasure standpoint, here's what I mean by this. Frappuccinos, it tastes good. You know what I'm saying? I know it tastes good, but it has a lot of sugar in it. It has a lot of fat in it. Like guys, just go to Publix or go to Costco, and I think Costco has these Frappuccinos from like Starbucks too. And if you just look at the label, like just one bottle is almost like 300 some calories, And if you look at the sugar and carb intake, it's like something crazy. And so you're drinking a meal, guys. You're drinking a whole meal. And most folks, they're not just drinking that Frappuccino. They're also they're also eating a croissant or a bagel or a donut with that Frappuccino, easily 500, 600, 700 calories. Wondering why they have brain fog, wondering why they're tired. You can't do that, guys, okay? If you want to have energy to perform well in your career, but also be able to perform and enjoy life with your family, all right? And just also have a abundant social life. You can't have a thriving social life if you don't have energy, okay? You got to start being aware of the quality of the foods and the beverages that you're drinking. If it has tons of sugar in it, low quality, low value. It's pleasure-based, but low value, okay? And so instead, that's the first thing you want to focus on, all right? Focus on the quality of what you're consuming, all right? Second thing, you have to have structure, guys. If you don't have structure with what you're doing, like I have some people who will reach out to me about game plan calls, and sometimes they'll be eating bagels in the morning. Other mornings, they won't eat anything. Other mornings, they may eat a little bit of fruit, or they'll snack. And so that inconsistency with how they're eating causes inconsistency with their energy. It causes them to have brain fog some days, be tired some days. Some days they just feel like they're in a rut, but they don't know why. There's no routine in place, guys. If you want to be able to excel in your career and just in life, we thrive off routine. Even myself. Like I eat and drink almost the same exact thing every single day, okay? I do me some cold brew, okay? I make sure I drink me some water. Guys, coffee does not replace water. A lot of people don't think about that, but guys, this doesn't hydrate us. Coffee is actually a diuretic, okay? You find yourself being dehydrated if this is all you're drinking, okay? You have to drink water. That's the only way you're gonna be hydrated. That way you have energy. That way you have more mental clarity when you're at work, all right? And just being able to get throughout the day without feeling like you're just like, man, It just ain't enough time in the day. If you ever notice that you say that, it's because of how you're eating and drinking and how you start your mornings off, okay? The people, all of us have the same 24 hours in a day, y'all. But the people who are able to excel and do the things that they want to do throughout the day, they're able to manage their energy and stress throughout the day because they're eating the right foods. They're drinking the right things. But if you're just pleasure-based, frappuccinos, bagels, donuts, croissants, midday, you're eating big-ass Subway sandwiches, eating a lot of fast food. Yes, that's another thing. A lot of people don't know why they don't have the energy. They hit that midday energy crash. It's the fast food. If you eat a lot of fast food, a lot of processed food, you gotta notice that your energy drops. You gotta notice you have brain fog right after you get done eating. About 5-10 minutes later, it tastes good, but 5-10 minutes after you got done eating, you're like, I need to take a nap. These are the things that happen when you don't have structure with how you're eating, okay? Stop trying to fast just because you don't want to eat anything in the morning, all right? That doesn't mean you shouldn't put something on your stomach. Stop trying to just get something quick and convenient early in the afternoon just to get back to work when you know, man, you're gonna feel tired once you get back to work if you just ate something convenient and fast food, okay? You gotta have structure, but also paying attention to the quality of the foods that you eat, okay? When you do these two things, guys, this is how you avoid the energy crashes. This is how you avoid the brain fog, because that's like a huge thing that a lot of my clients come to me for. Not only do they want to lose weight, but they want to have mental energy to be able to just perform and excel on a daily basis. What's up, guys? I see y'all commenting. More fast food you eat, the fat you get. That's a big point, man. If you're eating a lot of fast food, you're going to notice that you're gaining a lot of weight because you can eat the same meals at home. A lot of people be going to Chipotle. A lot of people go to Chick-fil-A. You can eat those same foods at the house. You can air fry chicken. You can get you some chicken tenderloins, chop them up, put some seasoning on them, and then throw them in the air fryer for about 15-20 minutes. There go your chicken nuggets. You can get some sweet potatoes or some regular potatoes, chop them up and season them, throw them in the air fryer. There go your French fries. But you don't know what type of additives, what type of seasonings, all the extraness that they're putting inside of your food when you eat so much fast food. And so you can eat this fast food at Chipotle and Chick-fil-A, which I'm not saying I don't at times, but the calories are gonna be a lot more. I'm talking about 700, 800, 900, 1,000 calories in just one meal versus cooking it at the house, 300-400 calories, 500 calories. Because you know what you're putting in the food. You know how much healthy fats like avocado you're coating your food with. You know how much seasoning you're putting in your food versus if you're eating out. You just don't know. You don't have that type of control. And so this is why I see a lot of people have a hard time losing weight. This is why I see a lot of folks have a hard time with energy. Like, guys, people always ask me, well, what type of results can I expect joining your coaching program? One of the biggest results, like in a very short period of time, I'm talking about a week, not only just weight loss, 2, 3, 4 pounds in a week, but a lot of my clients hit me up, hey man, I know I ain't dropped a ton of weight yet, but I just feel so much better. Like I have more energy. I'm able to sleep better. One of my coaching clients, I can't even think of her name at the moment right now, but yeah, she was just like, I just feel so much better, coach. I really appreciate you reaching out and just letting me know about the coaching opportunity, because she's able to just have a better quality of life now. Imagine not being able to sleep on a daily basis because you're just not healthy. And what I mean by that is sleep apnea. A lot of people are not aware that sleep apnea can be caused by excess weight gain. And so if you notice that you're not feeling rested when you wake up in the morning, if you're noticing that you have brain fog when you wake up in the morning, you're feeling tired right when you wake up in the morning, it's a high chance you have sleep apnea. And so this is something that my grandfather passed away from, guys. All right, this is part of my story. Like one of the reasons I started doing what I do. My grandfather passed away at 46 years old. Had a heart attack in his sleep. Back then, like they really didn't know what sleep apnea was, but he went into the hospital. And while he was getting a sleep study done, he ended up passing away in his sleep, guys. All right. And there's tons of people out here who are going through and having sleep apnea. Some of them don't even know they have it. They just know they're not feeling rested when they wake up. They just know they're waking up out of their sleep like, I felt like I lost my breath. And, or they partner. I was talking to somebody the other day. They were like, my wife, she be waking me up from time to time saying I stopped breathing in my sleep. She's scared. I need to do something about it. You see what I'm saying? So it's very, very important that you start making healthier decisions with the type of foods that you're eating, but also having structure with how much you're eating. And so that way you not only have energy, but you don't have to depend on coffee. You don't have to depend on energy supplements. It's cool to take them, but if you don't have a strong foundation, it's gonna be useless, guys. Guys, I used to go through the same thing, man. Like I would be drinking coffee. Back when I used to go to Starbucks all the time. I just wanted the Starbucks experience. And I would go drink me some coffee, but guess what else I would get? I'd get the donut. I'd get the little glazed donut that they have. I'd be like, hey, go ahead and warm me up a donut too. I'd get my cold brew, warm me up a donut. I'd eat the donut, I'm like, dang, and drink my coffee. A couple minutes later, I'm like, what? Why I want to go to sleep? Why I'm tired? I just had coffee. I just had all this caffeine. And so I said, okay, maybe I'm just not drinking enough coffee. And so I went from like the grande to the venti, and still was tired. I'm like, man, ain't no way. What is going on here? And so it's not just what you're consuming, but it's also the quality of what you're consuming, okay? And so very, very important, guys, pay attention to these things. Pay attention. If you're just winging your diet, you're just eating out of pleasure, eating out of convenience, you're noticing that you're tired, you notice that your clothes not fitting, you notice that you have brain fog, you gotta make some changes. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. How much longer are you gonna allow for your clothes not to fit? Or maybe they get worse, Your energy not where it needs to be at, that's part of health. A lot of people talk about, man, I just wanna be healthy. Well, if you're tired all the time, are you truly healthy? If you're tired all the time. That's not good quality health if you're always tired, not just physically, but mentally. Because our mental affects our physical, and our physical also affects our mental. And so this is a part of having good quality health. This is a part of wellness, okay? So these things I want you to think about. Pleasure-based food, value-based food. Winging it versus having structure, okay? Guys, we are very routine-oriented. A lot of high performers, a lot of busy professionals, a lot of people who are in demanding careers, routine-driven. So the same structure and routines that you thrive with inside of your career or your business, you have to develop that same type of structure with your eating habits, with your living habits, with your wellness habits, with exercising. These things are very important, guys, okay? So with that said, guys, hopefully y'all found this helpful. If there's topics y'all want me to talk about in the future, drop them down in the comments below. I'm gonna start doing lives as of this video right now. I'm gonna start doing lives like more than likely Monday through Friday, all right, on YouTube. I also do them on Instagram too, but I'm gonna be doing them on both. And I'm also making a brand shift. So y'all are gonna notice, if you've been following me for a while, you knew at one point, all I was talking about was just lose the big ass stomach, which everything has its seasons. But the season of life that I'm in now, y'all, I wanna work with higher people who are a lot more intentional and purposeful with wanting to be healthy, wanting to have energy, and just having the message of just lose the big ass stomach is damn near everybody want to lose their damn stomach. And so I want to talk to more purpose-driven professionals, people who want to get healthy, people who want to look the part, people who want to have energy, and quite frankly, people who I just resonate with more, people who want to self-improve. You don't have to force somebody who wants to improve their career and excel in their career and in their family life. You don't have to force them to want to make changes with their health and wellness, because they understand the ROI on taking care of their body. They understand the ROI on taking care of their energy and their health. And so, stepping into a new season of life, new season of my 15 plus year career. I'm really excited about it because when I did in-person training here in Buckhead, Atlanta, I trained a lot of those types of people. But when I went online and started doing online coaching, I just picked a problem, lose the big ass stomach. It was, catchy, humorous, which it will still have a place within my brand, but it won't be the core focus. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start talking about more bigger problems, brain fog, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, sleep apnea, energy management. I'm going from being more of like a weight loss coach to more of like a high performance weight loss coach for career oriented individuals, entrepreneurs, people like that. But yeah, stick around, enjoy the ride. Somebody says I'm 9. Well, if you're watching this video, you'll be able to use this information when you get older. I'll say that. All right, when you get older, because you're a little too young for me to help you. I don't even know how you're seeing this video, but anyway, hopefully I found this helpful. Again, if y'all have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I'll be glad to help you. Let's go.